just wanted to talk about some things because I'm making a blog post about it, and it's just something that I think needs to be addressed. I think this year has just been really hard on everyone. This year has not been the same for everybody, no matter where you are or what you do. You've been impacted in some way by COVID, and our society never really has gone through something like this, and it's so interesting it's at a time like this, where we are so socially connected with technology, and I think that everybody has experienced it differently. We've all experienced trauma this year. With that being said, I just wanted to talk for a second about the election. I made an election reflection, and I think it's important to address just some of those issues. We collectively as humans are exhausted after this year. I don't know about you guys, but I am exhausted. Everyone is tired and stressed, and everyone was scared, and that causes fear and anxiety and the stress response and a rush of adrenaline. And then after that, there's this fatigue. And with that, we've also had the election. Politics has been involved in the conversation ever since the lockdown started, and I just think that it fell on this year for a reason. I believe that things happen for a reason, and I believe that this pandemic is a result of us just like needing a break. I just think that we as a society needed to just pause for a second and take a breath and sort of get back to realizing what's important now that it's after the election. Yesterday, Saturday, the election results were posted, and Joe Biden won the presidency and Kamala Harris is his vice president. And with that being said, I just want to make space for conversations to happen and for healing and respect to still be involved. There's been a lot of negativity towards Donald Trump and Republicans, and I think it's just important to remember that we are all human. We all have our own lived experiences and biases and personal connections that we can make as humans to what these other humans are saying, and so that is why we connect with them. I don't think that morals and politics are the same thing. I think that politics is your opinion on certain subjects, and I believe that all humans need to be held to the same level of morality and respect as you would treat any other human and as you would expect out of any other human towards yourself. And I just think that that is really an important reminder to have during this time. I know that a lot of people have been living with anxiety and a lot of fear recently around if Donald Trump would be president again. Just imagine how that would feel if that was you in that position. So because I feel like I just have so much to talk about and to express, I made a blog post. So definitely go check it out. I will link it down below. And one point that I really wanted to highlight from that post is just a connection that I made to a book that I have read several times. The book is Suzanne's Diary for Nicholas, written by James Patterson. I was introduced to the 5-ball principle, and I think that that is really a true statement to the work that we need to do as a society coming out of this moment and out of this pandemic and through the election, and how we can move forward together and how we can make space to collaborate. So in the book it says, imagine life is a game in which you are juggling 5 balls. The balls are called work, family, health, friends, and integrity. And you are keeping all of them in the air. But one day you finally come to understand that work is a rubber ball. If you drop it, it will bounce back. The other 4 balls are made of glass. If you drop one of these, it will be irrevocably scuffed, nicked, perhaps even shattered. Being in a virtual space means that you have an inside look into someone's home, and that is a privilege, and it's a bit intrusive, and so that's something that we have not been used to as a society, is getting to know people and put them on a human to human level where you can see them in a space that reminds you of your own, that you can relate to. A lot of things have become more accessible to some people, but we also have to keep in mind that a lot of people lost a lot, and a lot of people are still disadvantaged, and a lot of people already had a lot of privilege and a lot of resources in order to be okay throughout this whole pandemic, and a lot of people also didn't have the resources. And I'm not just talking about money, I'm talking about emotional support, I'm talking about everything. I'm talking about access to food, I'm talking about healthy relationships, good nutrition, all of that stuff. All of that is important, and all of that plays a factor in how we come into stressful moments and how we can also grow out of stressful moments. And I just think that it's really important. I think it's really good that we just take the time to just breathe and feel okay in this time of transition and change, because we don't know what the fall is going to look like in the next few months. With winter coming, everyone is going to have to be inside again. No one really knows what this means, and no one really knows what's going to happen these next few months with the transition of our president and what that will look like moving forward as a society. People feel like, yay, we've won, we did it. However, this is just barely the beginning, and I don't think people realize how much work that this type of social revolution that they've started is going to take. This revolution was started long before COVID hit, and I think that it gained a lot of momentum, and I just really hope that we don't lose any of that momentum. I think the work that some people are doing is really important in learning how to move forward as a collective and in a positive and healthy way that encourages growth. And alright, I am standing here in front of the Holy Agnes Church here in Buffalo, New York, and I'm watching these squirrels. But look how beautiful. Guys, if you are ever in Buffalo, New York, definitely go to the Bean Bastard for coffee. It's in Allentown. It's so good. It's really one of the first times I've had space outside since the spring, and I haven't been able to work outside as much as I wanted to because I've been working on other stuff, but it's so nice to be able to just sit outside, and I already feel all the creativity coming. It's coming to me. I'm so excited. I've just been working out here and it's so nice to have a backyard. Okay, so I want to take note of this, is that Black Stories has been added as a category on Netflix, and these are the top 8 hits for this category. This category didn't exist previously. We do have an LGBTQ plus category now as well, and I just think that this is interesting to document, as this is one of the first ways in which society is trying to normalize multiculturalism, cultural awareness, and cultural sensitivity. It's late and I'm trying not to wake up everyone else in the house. But there's something that I need to talk about and something that I need to address, especially right now, in the time that we are living in, with all of the factors that we have in play, all of the social unrest right now. It's all very anxiety producing, the pandemic, technology, all of it. And isolation has been really hard for a lot of people. A lot of people have been trying to work on their mental health during the pandemic, me included. We need to start talking about our mental health, no matter how hard it is, and we need to start doing that in order to find better ways of talking about it, because our first try is never going to be the best thing. It always takes a few tries before you get the best one. That's how you learn, that's how you grow. And if we start having these conversations now about our mental health and about how things are affecting us and the implications that it could have on other people, and just put out like general love and like respect for other people, I think that would help a lot of people, especially going into the winter. A lot of people are very nervous, and there's a lot of anxiety about what is going to happen with COVID, just what's going to happen with work, with schools. Now in the United States, we have elected Joe Biden president of the United States and Kamala Harris is the vice president. I don't want this video just to be about my view on politics. I want it to be about mental health and something that we can all relate to. Politics is an opinion, but morality and improving our mental health collectively is not an opinion. It's something that just needs to happen, and we have to start somewhere. So for me right now, when I'm coming into this space and sharing this, I feel very vulnerable doing this. I think that representations of mental health in media needs to be analyzed, and I think isolations, and I think culture needs to be rethought in society in general. Retrain ourselves through inquiry. Also, please, if you are struggling at all, reach out to someone, whatever it is. Do something, one thing for yourself this week that you wish you could do more. Do just one thing. So I was just watching a new kids movie that was recently put out on Netflix. It's called Over the Moon, and it's an animated movie, and it's also a musical. I really, really like this movie, and I think that a lot of people should watch it. I don't even know where to start from here. I'm walking in between all of these trees that have no leaves on them. It's really beautiful, actually. It really makes me wonder what this area used to be. So I forgot that wearing jeans and walking up a hill can get you pretty sweaty. So if you ever come to the Valentine Flats and it's remotely sunny, think about your outfit a little bit. I didn't really think about my outfit before coming. I actually got here and was like, okay, great, I can just like take out my hiking backpack and I have all my stuff in there. You know, I have like an extra pair of shorts and like extra socks, stuff like that. Then I realized I left it at home. So, go me. Alright, so here I am just south of Niagara Falls, and there's Toronto. Here we've got the Old Stone Chimney, which I'm actually really excited about. It looks really, really cool. I don't really know a whole lot about it, but I am excited to learn.